Hey everyone, welcome to a full episode, a new episode of Full Throttle Again series, sorry. Today we have Buddy from Motorcycle Expeditions in India. So we're going to give him a few minutes to join the call and then we will start the interview. I'm just kidding. There you go. Buddy's coming now. We will start very soon.
Hey,
Hey,
Paulo. How
how
are
are you?
you?
Good, good.
Good, thanks.
Very good to have you here with us. So let me first say thank you to you for wanting to be part of the initiative. And yeah,
Pleasure, mate.
okay,
Pleasure.
good, good. So tell me how are things in India? Are you in India now or
Um, I'm,
Germany?
I'm, yeah, I'm in India right now, and I'm in the northern part of India, in the
Okay.
Himalayas, and things are pretty good here. But the corona, epidemic has hit really hard India right now,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the big cities in the capital, Delhi and Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's getting really bad there. Hopefully, we'll have good news in the next couple of days. But right now, it's a bit catastrophic.
Okay, but is it showing any type of improvement, or is still in like the peak of the
Um,
pandemic?
well, I would say it's the peak right now in a couple
Uh-huh.
of big cities. But let's just hope that it doesn't really last longer.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, right.
Let's hope not. So, Buddy, tell me a bit about yourself. Where are you from? How do you get into the motorbike world? And of course, how do you start motorcycle expeditions?
Well, starting it's a bit of like long story. Putting long story short, um, it all started basically like just with the passion of riding motorcycles, hanging out with a couple of friends, and going out on a ride. So later
Hmm.
on, it sort of became like part of the lifestyle, and so started to do like long rides with the friends, and taking them around, showing them around, and later on it sort of took shape of running tours and sorts. So yeah, so later on, thought like, why don't we just start touring company and start people showing around these beautiful mountains, and yeah, that's how basically it started. And I'm myself from the northern part of India, a very
Uh-huh.
small town called Manali, which is
Uh-huh.
located at the elevation of 2,000 meters in the western Himalayas,
Okay.
not really far from Tibet though.
Okay.
And that's where I was born and brought up.
Hmm.
And yeah, with motorcycling, started travel around the world, and so today we are sort of operating tours in most of the Himalayan countries.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's the beautiful way to live the life, showing people
Yeah.
around and getting on the roads less traveled. And yeah, that's pretty much what we do right now.
Nice. Sounds really, really good. So when did you start the company? How long ago?
uh, well, officially it started in 2013, but that's when we actually declared ourselves full-fledged touring company.
Okay.
But we've been running like short trips and not the regular trips since
Uh-huh.
2005.
Uh-huh.
So it took like a bit of long time us to decide whether we're gonna do it our full time
To
job
make it
or
official, let's say.
yeah.
Okay.
And finally, we had to decide like what we're gonna do with it. So we decided to
Hmm.
jump on the board and saying like, yes, let's just start a touring company.
Nice. But what I can see is that it's been growing like exponentially because I mean you guys have offices in Germany, in Australia, so
Ye-
it's growing really quick, no?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, um, I'm really happy that it's working out the way actually we wanted it, but it looks like the corona epidemic had slowed it down a bit of like for
Mm.
next couple of years now.
Yeah.
That's a bit of unfortunate part of this whole tourism industry. I think
Right.
it has hit globally it very bad, and I'm really glad that my team is really an exceptional team, and they guys do really fantastic job. All professional tours, and those who are in the office, they all do like really excellent work.
Right. Good. Tell me a bit about the team. Yeah. Like how big is it? How many guides do you guys have? Or tell me a bit about your team.
Well, we have got a 6 to 7 guides.
Uh-huh.
They actually run trips back to back,
Okay.
and we have got a 5 to 6 people in the offices, whether in Australia or in Germany and in India,
Mm-hmm.
and they sort of look after the queries. It's basically a really massive logistic to look after when people start or decide to come on a trip with you.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole process from booking to sending them back home from the airport in one piece is 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 a bit of task, but it's eventually you really make like lifelong friends. It's about
Right.
camaraderie, and it's about people coming on a trip with you. They want to have a time of their life, and
Absolutely.
yeah, I think we do a really good job. One of the reasons that people keep coming back, we still have people asking like when this corona thing is going to get over, and we're just going to come over and do a ride with you guys.
Good.
So yeah, that's all good. Yeah.
Good, good. Let me ask you why in Germany? Why do you have an office in Germany? Do you have a connection to the country?
And not particularly, but our next big step would be to run the tours across Alps. We love
Okay,
mountains so much. Someone coming from the mountains just
right.
can't live without mountains. So, uh, yeah, I've traveled across Alps by myself on motorcycles, and have been there a couple of times. So it's sort of have been always repelling me, like, like the Alps are really beautiful, and
They
so
are.
yeah, why not? From Himalayas to the Alps, that would be a great journey.
Fair enough. Makes a lot of sense. But are you trying to like get customers, I guess, from there, or are you bringing customers from India into Germany?
Well, that is going to be a whole different story because Alps has got a different potential. So I think once we start functioning in the Alps, we will actually have clientele, global clientele coming to ride with us in the Alps, like what most of the people do in the Himalayas.
Right.
So we have got a strong database so that we can sort of, those who have been to the Himalayas with us, they definitely want to go
Right.
somewhere else as well. And yeah, we've got an office there, and we definitely just want to do more things around there as well.
Nice. 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 Well, definitely the Alps is a place to go for motorbikes.
Yeah,
Definitely like
amazing,
the
beautiful
mecca of
roads,
motorbikes.
good beer, good
Yeah.
food,
Yeah. Yeah. And
lovely
you
sceneries.
don't only have like Germany, you have like Switzerland, Austria, France. So it's all concentrated into one amazing uh, piece of land. So
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
a good idea. Definitely. So tell me more about the tours now, because you have quite a long list of tours. How do you organize them in terms of accommodation? If you guys offer a chase vehicle, type of terrain that you guys ride on, and also, I guess, the maximum number of riders you take per trip.
Well, tour varies from country to country, and as well as the fleet. We do something really nice in Mongolia. Um, so we basically use their KTM EXC 500cc, and
Uh-huh.
when you ride on the sand dunes down in the southern part of Mongolia, in the massive dunes of Gobi,
Uh-huh.
and that's definitely a different logistic because you want to have backup vehicles, those who are actually following you through these dunes as well.
Yeah.
So then we have got a Toyota 4x4
Uh-huh.
following us, and then up in the Himalayas we have got a Royal Enfield and Mahindra Jeeps, and it's like fully guided tours. There's a
Okay.
guide there, and there's a mechanic in case any breakdown happens, which we usually do have breakdowns.
Yeah.
Um, Royal Enfields are not made for the rough terrains, but then that's the option which is available in India right
Yeah.
now. So yeah, there's a spare parts. There's all sort of lodging and boarding, and everything's looked after. So we have got offices. Basically, our office team looks after the whole reservations, and it's like sort of all itinerary which we follow. So once people book tour with us, so we want to make sure that everything is done in advance because it's a
Right.
massive logistical look after.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, in Nepal, we love the tour which we do in Nepal. We actually go up to Tibet border. Um,
Okay.
the roads are opening up. The small trails. We just follow trails up, and it just takes us all the way up to the different part of the world. Yeah.
Nice. Nice, nice. And what type of accommodations do you normally use? Do you use like big hotels, small boutique hotels, houses? How do you guys organize the accommodation?
Well, that also depends kind of tours you're choosing. For example, when we do, we have got a tour down in southern part of India. That's where we use all the luxury and boutique hotels because
Uh-huh.
that's available there. But
Right.
also up in Rajasthan and of course in Europe. But otherwise, when we go to the remotest part of the mountains of the Himalayas, there are itineraries that we actually need to carry all the logistic with us, including tents
Oh
and
wow.
and the food and everything. We just reach somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and we have got a campsite there, beautiful in the pristine location, and so we just pitch our tent there overnight, barbecue, and open a couple of beers and cherish the story of the whole day in the
That's
middle of
so
nowhere.
cool.
is the second. Yeah, so the second experience is when the couple comes on the ride. So they obviously want to have a luxurious accommodation. So we sort of categorize all the clients according to their needs and what they want and how they want it. People come on honeymoon trips, so we just want to make sure that what we have got on the card and what we propose them and how good we just can make out of all these things.
Nice. Well, let me tell you that the camping idea sounds awesome. It's like proper adventure. You like pack up and off you go to adventure. Sounds really, really
Yeah.
good.
The idea is to give people once in a lifetime trip and experience.
Nice.
People
Nice,
hardly
nice.
have got a time. So when they decide to go out on a holidays, we want to make sure that's where our task starts. I just want to make sure that they are well looked after and they
Of course.
cherish that adventure for their lifetime.
Right, absolutely. Nice, nice, nice. And how many people do you accept per trip? Is there a limit, or you can
Well,
keep adding guides? And
our idea is to take 10 people
uh-huh.
on a tour. That completes the whole tour. And sometime number just exceeds to 10 to 12 and 20 to 13. But we do have a great fleet of motorcycles and professional people working with us, so that just makes it really, really easy as well.
Okay. And yeah, regarding the fleet, do you have your own fleet or do you rent it of somebody else?
Wherever we are running the trips, that's our fleet in Mongolia, in India, yeah, and we're starting in different other countries now. You probably will be updated on that as well once the itineraries are done, and so yeah, the new itinerary is coming. We're adding some more now tours.
Nice, 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 nice. And what brands do you work with? So obviously Royal Enfields, KTM, as you said, and what else do you have?
Now we need to decide for the Alps whether it's a BMW or we haven't really decided, but BMW clicks mine there. It's tarmac, and we don't really need big bikes, but 800 would be nice. So let's see. We're trying to figure it out. Once the Corona epidemic is over, I think we'll be able to take more precise decisions.
Nice, great, great, great. And let's say I go to India. Can I rent a bike of you, or you only do tours?
We are specialized in guided motorcycle tours, but any friends or any special recommendations comes to us, we are more than happy to entertain them as well. There's like around 50 to 60 bikes sitting in the garage. So we already have like ideas, how many tours we run in a year. So we definitely have one or two or three bikes spare, which we are more than happy to hand over the people and they can just go on a ride.
Okay, but it's not the standard thing.
It's not the standard thing, yeah.
Okay, okay. How about self-guided tours? Do you organize those, or is it?
Yeah, we do that. We do that. There are lots of people. They actually, there are people they just want to do their own adventures. Yeah. And they definitely want to set their own goals, travel on their own rhythms. They don't want to follow 5 to 6 riders. And yeah, we do that as well. Okay. And yeah, that's another part.
Nice, nice, nice. Tell me, obviously, I guess people want to know this, but what's the average tour, the average price for your tours?
Well, what we have on the website, that actually goes from $3,000 to $3,400 or $500. Okay. And yeah, that's the average of the price on our tours.
And what's your most popular tour?
Mongolia right now. People love to ride the KTMs.
I'm sure in the desert, I'm sure it's fun.
And I think Mongolia is kind of terrain where you want to open up the throttle and check your beast, that what it has got for you.
Right.
And I've been living in Mongolia like for 3 to 4 months every year since last couple of years. So I myself ride their 500cc EXC, and let me tell you something, it rocks the world. It leaves all the machines behind and tells you like what KTM has got for you.
Nice, 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 nice. Well, let's hope I can one day visit you in Mongolia.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be
It'd be
awesome.
really, really good. Cool. So, buddy, how do you think the motorcycle community could help tour operators like you, well, like you or any other tour operators in the world at the moment?
At the moment, with the present situation, it's definitely catastrophic because we're supposed to run like around 10 to 12 tours in Mongolia and 10 to 12, I think, in India and in Nepal. We're supposed to go to Tibet, but I think more than 50% of the tours have been canceled because those who have canceled the tours, I think they don't think that the epidemic is going to slow down this
Yeah.
year. So, obviously people want to plan their things,
Yeah.
which we have refunded. And there's been some people, they actually postponed the tour saying like, things going to get better next year. And we just going to come next year. So we just postponed the dates but I think, talking about the tours, I think this year's we won't be able to run any tours, especially in India, and hopefully Mongolia opens up because they are not, that much of in epidemic. So let's hope that some countries opens up so we can actually function over there. But the thing is, like in most of the countries, the window of running the tour is very small because it gets really cold in Mongolia as well. So summer is on right now. We're supposed to run the trips, but fingers crossed. I hope that this thing doesn't last forever, and we'll be able to run the trips again, like end of this year. So yeah, just hoping for the best.
Good. Well, Mongolia would be a lifesaver because really, it's not a very populated country, right? So I'm sure it hasn't been affected.
Yeah, but
or as much, rather.
Exactly, not like India, at least. Yeah. India's really, really bad right now. Well, we are continuously in touch with our teams all around the world, and trying to figure out like what we're gonna do if nothing happens this year, financially, economically, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But as I said, we're just hoping for the best. This thing is not gonna last forever, so
no, that definitely
just keen to get on the road and bloody hit the road.
Let's hope we can do it soon. So, for after the COVID, what plans do you have to make travel expeditions better than it was before, or than it is now?
We surely need to offer more varieties of the rides. We just don't want to stick with the off-roads and enduro rides. We also got to open some luxurious tour experiences that may include South Africa or South America, or maybe more of the tours in Europe. So the idea is to entertain most of the clientels, like different sort of clientels. There are people, they love enduros. There are people, they just like to go off the beaten tracks. But there are people, they just want to go and have a good time, luxurious accommodations, a good food. So yeah, Europe would be the next target.
Nice. Well, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to explore in Europe. You've been here already, but there's like so many countries and they're so different and everything connected, which is a good thing. You can go from one country to another, visit 4 or 5 countries in one day. So it's really, really cool. Definitely, it's a good place to come. Absolutely.
Keen to go there. Can't wait.
Nice. Let's hope you can do it soon. Buddy, I'm going to give you now, normally it's 1 minute, but since you speak so many languages, Spanish amongst them, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute per language. You can choose as many languages as you can to tell us anything that you believe you haven't told us, and to tell you your past customers, current and future customers, why they should come to you, why they should visit India, Mongolia, and all your destinations, basically, okay?
All right. Well, the idea is to give people once in a lifetime experience, which we do. There's no doubt about it, that number of repeating customers shows us like how efficient and how professionals we have been on travel industry, especially in organizing tours, taking people off the beaten tracks. Some of the people have been telling us that, you know, they have never ever done things which they have done with us before, especially talking about like traveling on a motorcycle. And we have got all sort of rides from enduro to off the beaten tracks, and looking forward to take people on Rugged tour now. And we're not just doing tours in Asia, we're also going to the different continents. Our past customers have been our biggest publicity, because they obviously come back to us because we probably have been the best tour operators to fulfill their needs, to give them once in a lifetime experience. So yeah, that's the key of the tourism industry, I reckon.
Nice. Well, let's hope you get many more customers and repeating.
Definitely.
Do you want to do any other language? Feel free.
Bon, en français, oui. Si vous êtes là, ça sera génial une fois que l'épidémie est terminée, ça sera vraiment un grand plaisir de vous accueillir en Inde, surtout dans la partie himalayienne, qui est vraiment, vraiment magnifique. Surtout découvrir sur le guidon d'une moto en Inde, c'est évidemment une Royal Enfield. Et si vous êtes passionné par la KTM et les autres enduro, si vous êtes enduriste, on aimerait bien aussi vous accueillir en Mongolie, surtout dans les steppes, vraiment magnifique, et vraiment un raid de discipline.
I guess you finished. I didn't understand a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy, now we're going to get into the fun part of the conversation, okay? So I'm going to ask you a bunch of rapid-fire questions, and you have to reply with the first thing that comes to your mind, okay? The only reason to do this is so people can get to know you a little more personally, okay?
Cool.
Ready? Where is your favorite place to ride in the world?
Ooh. The place right now in mind, according to this whole situation, whatever is happening in the world, Mongolia.
Mongolia, okay. Royal Enfield or Triumph?
Made like gun, Royal Enfield.
If you had to add one tour to your calendar other than Europe, where would it be?
Kyrgyzstan.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to do on a tour when you're not riding?
Hanging out with the local people there, trying to understand their existence and my existence in this world.
Give presents or receive presents?
Give presents.
Okay. If you had to take a celebrity on one of your tours, who would it be?
Ooh. Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Okay, good one. I think you're right as well. Beer or wine?
Beer boy.
Beer boy. On a scale from 1 to 10, how cool are you?
10.
And out of the tours that you have at the moment, which one is your favorite?
Sorry, I didn't get this.
Out of the tours that you offer at the moment, which one is your favorite?
Ride to Everest, Tibet.
Okay, cool. Okay, buddy, this is all from us. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps you. I hope you guys can get back on track very soon. I wish you all the best. And again, thank you so much for being with us and wanting to take part in this initiative.
Pleasure. Yeah, just can't really wait to hit the road and be out there. Really missing it. I thought that this pandemic is just going to last for a month now, but it looks like it's going to be for a while. And yeah, thank you very much. Looking forward, maybe in the future, if you want to jump on one of the tour, more than welcome. We'd love to show you
Absolutely.
around what we ride for and what we live for.
Absolutely. I'm definitely up for it. Buddy,
Ciao.
thanks
It was
again, and
nice
let's
to
stay in
talk to you,
touch.
mate. Have a good one. Keep in
You
touch.
too.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.